Oh, an anime about a happy family. This is exactly what I needed. Oh no, please stop. That's way too much. I said it's too much. This is Ninja Kamui, an anime coming from the director of Jujutsu Kaisen, and no one is talking about it. Okay, no one is maybe an overstatement, but this is what's popular right now, and if Ninja Kamui is not what we will be talking about in a month, then something went horribly wrong. But why? Well, just look at this. This anime looks absolutely insane. The aesthetics, the visuals, the fights are cool, the characters are scary. And every 5 minutes it just goes whoosh, 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 going. Okay, that sounded kinda racist, I'm sorry. People love well animated stuff. All of us love well animated stuff. It's a pretty fair assessment to say that people don't necessarily care about the story or the characters or world building. No matter what opinion most people have on Demon Slayer, how poopy the anime can be, people absolutely love it, even though the only outstanding thing it has is its animation, and I think Ninja Kamui have an even better potential. It starts with what seems like a happy family, living on the outskirts of the US, cherishing every moment. However, as time passes, tension builds, everything appears too perfect, creating a sense of uncertainty, as if they are hiding something or running from an unknown threat. This combined with the unsettling news of increasing murders keep us on edge. The anime briefly shifts away from this atmosphere, returning to the happy family setting until shit hits the fan. They are attacked by a group of ninjas, and despite a valiant fight, they are brutally murdered. What's particularly wild is the background song they played during this scene. This has to be the most fucked up scene I've seen since yesterday. There are a lot of fucked up anime this season, I don't know why I keep watching them. However, after 24 hours since his death was pronounced, this guy miraculously comes back to life. Shit, I haven't told you his name yet. What's truly wild though is that the first episode doesn't even end here. It doesn't feature just one insane fight scene, not even 2, but 3, where he goes batshit crazy in the hospital where these ninjas try to kill him once again. He embarks on a rampage, mercilessly taking down every single one of them, concluding the episode by revealing his true identity. It's the most impactful first episode I've seen since Zone 100. Now let's just hope it doesn't follow a similar path. The anime looks incredible, well paced, with intriguing characters, but what it is even about? Revenge. Kinda. After the release of the first episode, the anime garnered a sizable audience that genuinely enjoyed it. Yet as is often the case with success, there were doubters. Many dismissed the story as nothing more than an overly edgy revenge tale riding on its animation. And while the element is present, it's a rather shallow interpretation. The primary objective of our main character, Joe Logan, is indeed to avenge his family. However, the narrative goes beyond this vengeance plot. It introduces the Ninja Clan, the government's involvement, and even a shady VR company featuring Mark Zuckerberg. The anime incorporates intriguing mystery elements, a facet I personally love. It doesn't spell out every detail for the audience, but rather presents them, requiring viewers to pay close attention to grasp the full scope of the story. Like this scene, for example. He did not have to say more, we all know what he wants to do. What makes this anime truly special is undoubtedly its animation. However, animation alone is not sufficient. I encountered numerous anime with impeccably done animation that ultimately failed. They all shared a common flaw. Their visuals, while impressive, lacked meaningful substance. I'm not asserting that this isn't the case with Ninja Kamui, but rather emphasizing that the fights within it are imbued with purpose and intention, fostering emotional investment. What stands out to me is the way they set up these fight scenes. The anime refrains from explicitly explaining what our main character can do or what is possible. Instead, it opts to show us, making each fight unique and distinct from the standard shonen fare. There is no preamble, no speech, no introduction. You just try to kill the other guy before they even know it's happening. Everyone is good, everyone is strong, but they don't know exactly what they can do, which is what makes it so cool. I particularly love the fight scene in the second episode. A delivery guy attacks Higan out of nowhere, and I appreciate every little detail they added to this encounter. Yet it absolutely makes sense. We've seen both of them growing extra arms, the delivery guy even clones himself, and Higan uses fire to defeat him. The fight has so many layers added to it, and we didn't know he could do any of that. Yet it absolutely makes sense. We've seen these kind of moves in other ninja anime. That is something I really disliked about the fights in the God of High School. It quickly shifted from simple fights between different martial arts styles to random, unexplainable magic out of nowhere. Here the abilities they use make perfect sense. I also love the attention to detail in this anime. It conveys a lot without extensive explanations. For instance, in the first episode, when he cleans his fingertips off a door handle, it subtly indicates that they are hiding. Another example is in episode 2, when a doctor tells him he needs 5 days to recover, and we see 5 knives inside the ninja he captured earlier, symbolizing that he indeed spent 5 days to recover. Although the anime has a lot of cool stuff, there are also a lot of question marks, and things people don't really like. While some characters are really interesting and mysterious, making you want to know more about them, there are also a few that many people don't like, such as the 2 FBI agents who seem absolutely clueless. However, I actually love them. They provide insight of how people might react in such situations, how normal people compare to the ninjas, and Mike is the perfect representation of how someone would feel if confronted with unknown, advanced technology. He embodies the essence of an old school cop from the 80s, 90s in a super advanced world. I understand why people may not like him, but his realism is something I absolutely love. On the other hand, when it comes to characters, what I find more annoying is Higan, or at least this super over-edgy act of his. He's still a cool character though. I'm curious about how they will develop him. He feels a bit one-dimensional right now, and that can be a bit annoying. So I really hope we will get to know him properly and they won't rush that part. Overall, this anime is insanely fun to watch. They nailed the action. However, I really hope that we get at least a decent story. I don't even need it to be amazing or unique, just something that makes sense at the least. If you're still watching, I'm really thankful. A subscription and a like always helps. If you want to see a video about another amazing anime from last season, click on this video. Goodbye.